Good morning, everybody. Good morning, words. Good morning, everybody. It's the Mike Colyar Morning Show. Good morning. Good morning. I've called to say good morning to you. Morning. Good morning to you. Hey, hi. Good morning. Good morning. I've called to say good morning to you. Morning. Good morning to you. I know y'all probably think that dude's house is junky as heck. No, this is actually the studio. And you check out my studio, you see I got my puppets. I got like 49 puppets now. They going crazy. They want them. I don't know if you can call puppets a race, but they're a race of puppet to be getting it in. You know what I'm saying? They keep multiplying. That's all I'm trying to say. Hey, y'all, it's your boy, Michael Colyar. It's another beautiful day, July 26th. Oh, man, this month is almost over. And show 650. What? We only 50 shows away from our 700 show, man. They got a show called the 700 Club. Maybe we'll invite them over for that show. They Christians. We Christians. We should be able to get along. Can we all just get along? Hey, it's another beautiful day. Today is Wednesday. I hope this is Wednesday. Yeah, okay. I'll be losing days, man. I don't know if y'all ever do that, but I'll be losing days. I want to start this morning by saying the word and reminding people gratitude. That's the word. Like, I practice gratitude. Every day. I'm writing down daily things I'm grateful for. If you do that, you're going to see a great change in your life, unless you're already doing it. You're going to see a great change in your life. Just write, like, for instance, everybody right now who's watching, I want you, without, not family, we all know you're grateful for your mom and them, okay? But besides family, one thing that you're grateful for, just go and throw those up while I'm talking to you. I want to see those popping up. I'm looking over at the little thing over there on the side there. What's over there is on that side. And the final count, okay. If y'all missed it, and I done spread my room out so I can have a whole room, I can move around and do stuff now. So if you missed the gramathon, you missed something. But don't worry, we coming back. I thought about it yesterday, and I said, you know what? We coming back, and the biggest name should be on there, and I need to write that again. I already got it on there once. I want to write it one more time. Biggity big is Rogers. Yesterday I made a mistake, and I said Cletus gave 1,000. That was comedy. No, Rogers. Rogers was our biggest donor at the gramathon Sunday. He put $1,000 in. Our total actually for that day was $2,754. Now, if anybody coming in late, wait a minute, hold it. Some of the things people are saying nice, they're grateful for a beautiful day. Yeah. And it's just think about this. We've had at least 30 blind people who've come on this show, who've performed, they've sang, they've done poetry, they've told stories. My man Phil, come on, play the keyboard. Boy, I got a story for Phil. I can't wait to talk to him. But these are folks who are unsighted. You sitting here right now looking at me. You can look out the window and see trees and flowers and different colors. That's a great blessing, especially when you compare it to folks who've never seen any of that. So when you say something like a beautiful day, that ain't no simple thing. That's a big thing. It's a beautiful day, man. You ain't never lied about that. Peaceful soul. Debbie said she's grateful for making roll call. Well, let me make sure you make this roll call, Debbie Howard. Rosemary. Hey, Rogers is here. He said health, wisdom, and knowledge. Thank you, King. And it was Denise who said a beautiful day. Blessing, grateful for health, right frame of mind. You know how many crazy people in my family, including me. Let me see. Rhodes is always doing it big. You know how Rhodes just do it, man. He's a closer. Cap is super dope. Oh, thank you for liking that. So we have more blessings than we even acknowledge. And the thing is, if we're just grateful, you get more. So you can do it. Be greedy. You can get more if you just be grateful. You're going to keep getting what you focus on. So focus on the gratitude. Thank you, Rogers, for that big. And also because you're the first one who's a producer. See, if you put in 1,000, you could be one of the producers on the show. You get production credit on the show. He's the first one to do that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, for anybody who just came in at the end and don't know what I'm talking about, I am doing my special on Venice Beach. I'm going out to shoot a 1-hour special. It's called The King of Venice Beach. And since we ain't got that money to do it ourselves, we're doing what's called a GoFundMe or a crowdfunder. And so we're doing Indiegogo. Let me see what my Indiegogo is. So we're doing Indiegogo. Pow. Right. It's right there. There you go. Boop, boo, doo, doo, ba, 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 bang. Right there. Okay. So, I got to pull Ben Frank down because Ben Frank talking about the super cool dope hat is blocking my picture. Blocking my picture, mister. Okay, and then let me get out and leave it clear for you to see. So it's a crowdfunding campaign. All you have to do is go down to the bottom of that, and there's a link right there, a QR code. If you hit that QR code, that little thing in the bottom, it'll open up. But all you have to do is go to Indiegogo. Go to Indiegogo and put in Michael Colyar. It'll tell you all about it. But part of what we're doing is the gramathon, which is a telethon, but on Instagram. So we did it for 12 hours this Sunday, from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And special love and shout out to the people who made it through the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like Jeff Rich and his lovely fiance made it through the whole thing. Rosa May made it through the whole thing. Big Bank Hank and Angela. Me and Angela cooked on the telethon. We was in our kitchen for 20 minutes. She's and hers, I was mine, and we cooked up a meal. So much wonderful stuff happened. This one brother named Paige came on and did a scene from Shakespeare, Richard III. And I'm telling you, I couldn't breathe when he got through with that performance. I could not even catch my breath. It was so powerful. So it was 12 hours of power. Oh, man, I got to write that down. 12 hours of power. Because I'm going to do it again in a month or so. And this time, I'll be more organized about it. You know, a lot of things I'm finding out as I go along. I didn't know how to do it. I knew it had never been done. I didn't know if it could be done. I woke up terrified the next Sunday morning, like, shit. I said, I'm going to be on for 12 hours. Can I do it? And my baby, Sonia, my little sweetheart, my little love drop, look at her sleeping like a baby. I can't wait to wake her. Anyway, my baby was like, baby, I'm going to help you. What you need? And I was like, baby, you're over in Winston-Salem. How you going to help me? Let me tell you, she beat the drum. She found all kind of people to come on, perform. She popped in 6 times herself, just check in on me. It was good. We had a transsexual woman came on who was amazing. And when she came on to talk about that argument and the conversation is going on right now between T.S. Madison and Just Hilarious. Just Hilarious mad because people keep confusing her for being a man. Okay. I don't even know how to help you on that. But her anger is aimed towards the wrong people, you know. But anyway, all that kind of stuff was going on. So Deshawn Gray came on to give us her point. Anyway, that 12 hours was awesome. And although our final is 27.54, that's just scratching the surface of what we're going to get as we keep building this crowdsourcer. And soon you're going to see a cold show on Venice Beach. So thank y'all. Thank you for all that. 12 hours of power. I love that. Let me see. So yesterday, your boy went to court, but I came out victorious, and it was just traffic court. And I only won because the cop didn't show up. But I tell you, I walked out of court like I beat a double murder case. Yes, free Michael. It was so good. It was so good. All right, anyway, let me quit fooling around. I got to get started. Hey, I see Cletus is here, the co-host. Let's bring him on. He's funny, from Portsmouth, Virginia. And I got to ask him about one thing, too. I wonder if he knew this story. Okay, anyway, bring him on. Cletus Cassidy, right here from Portsmouth, Virginia. Good morning. Good morning. How are you this morning?
Man, I'm cold chilling, man, like Eskimos naked.
Ooh, wow. Hey,
Colder than a polar bear's toenails. That's what I'm saying.
I saw that first visual. That was clear. Let me ask you, have you heard this story?
I have not.
Oh, you probably have, since you pretty much hear everything. About, because my guy on here is Phil keyboards, Uncle Phil, and Phil says that his daddy, his father was Sam Cooke.
Sam Cooke.
Right. Okay. So here's a story I just heard about Sam Cooke just yesterday, and I didn't believe it. That Sam Cooke and if you think you're lonely now,
yeah, he wore Sam Cooke's clothes to the funeral.
Womack, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
well,
yeah.
What else did he do?
He was banging his wife.
Yeah, he showed up with his wife.
Yeah, he showed up at Sam Cooke's funeral, wearing Sam Cooke's suit.
One of his best suits.
Yeah,
but now,
sitting up front rowing it. Yeah.
But now, as I'm told, nobody thought anything of that at the time because he was Sam Cooke's best friend.
No, they didn't say it because Bobby Womack wasn't worth nothing. Everybody, listen, Bobby Womack had a history of being not. Listen, if you know, it's 4 guys right now, Michael, that if something happened to you, they're gonna be in Sonia's inbox immediately. There's at least 4, We all know the people who ain't worth nothing. Bobby Womack had a history of being a nobody type individual. Bobby Womack been over there trying the man's clothes on the whole time. Yeah, Bobby Womack won't worth nothing.
But I had never even heard the story. See, I knew you would. I'd never heard the story. So his cousin talked to me about the story yesterday. Now, do you know who Stan Shaw is?
He one of them Shaw boys. I've always wanted to be in a family where people got afraid of your last name. Colyar seems like the type. They be like, oh, you don't let one of them Colyar boys get over to you. So no, I don't know. I don't know. What you say his name was? Sam Shaw?
Yeah, you know him. As soon as I show him to you.
Yeah, but if he's outside and the temperature drops, then he'll be Cold Shaw.
He was in Roots.
Yeah, I don't remember anybody in Roots other than the Reading Rainbow Man.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. I'll show you this photo. Wait a minute.
That ain't it. Roger said Bobby's song "I Wish You Didn't Trust Me So Much" was about him sleeping with Sam Cooke's wife.
Yeah, he wrote a song saying
that's how you know Bobby Caldwell won't worth nothing. Listen,
not Bobby Caldwell.
Bobby.
Not Bobby Caldwell. Womack. Bobby Womack.
I mean Bobby Womack. Bobby Caldwell is a whole different person.
Oh yeah.
R.I.P. to Bobby Caldwell. Yeah, Bobby Womack.
Okay, let me get the picture bigger. Okay, all right. So this guy, you know that actor?
That's ain't that the guy from Ghostbusters?
Nah, that's not Ghostbusters.
I seen his face though. He ain't necessarily Denzel, but I know who he is.
There was some boxing film he was in that was really good too. That everybody.
Well, hold his face back up again.
Okay, hold up.
Because then, if it was a boxing film, he's the champ from Harlem Nights.
Yeah,
that's the champ from Harlem Nights.
But he was.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, who was doing the stutter?
Yeah, that was the champ in Harlem Nights.
So I ran into him at the grocery store yesterday, and I'm only talking about this. This ain't gossip. I'm talking about this because it's real stuff, okay? And he told me the whole story. I had never even heard the story. So he told me, and Bobby Womack, and they beat his ass. They beat Womack's behind. Womack
they should have
drove his wife to the funeral, sat front row with her, wearing his suit, and drove his car. And then when they left, they went to Robert's Motel. The Robert's Motel is on 63rd Street, right off Titus Grove. They went to Robert's Motel, and the word got back to him, and all his brother went over and broke his jaw. They beat his ass. They broke his jaw and run Bobby Womack out of Chicago. I didn't know that, and I'm saying to Stan, wait, is that a true story? He said, man, it's folklore. Everybody knows about it. I said, I don't know about it. And he was 10 at the time. Shaw was 10 and a first cousin. And he tells the whole story. I'm going to bring him on what's in to talk about it. On Michael Talks to Everybody. He tells us a whole story about when he was 10 years old and all the brothers gathered, all his uncles gathered, and they was like, you know where he is right now? He at Robert 500. with the wife in the clothes. Let's go. And he said he even threw his jacket off. And his aunt grabbed him by the collar and said, boy, where you going? I just thought it was a fascinating story. And then yesterday I actually studied it because I had never heard of it. And when I read it, yeah. And not only that, he turned around and married his wife and then later slept with her daughter.
Correct.
Who was, I think, like 14 or something.
Bobby Womack, horrible individual.
Bobby Womack. And the mama walked in on him, and that's why they got divorced. And I didn't know any of that.
Bobby Womack was the original R. Kelly.
Oh my God.
Bobby Womack was R. Kelly before he was Mr. Steal Your Girl before Trey Songz. Y'all, you don't want to be on no Bobby Womack.
Wow.
Bobby Womack was a horrible individual. But yeah, that is
lonely now.
Yeah, anybody had, if you wanted to, if you want to shoot somebody, just tell them that he Bobby Womacked you, and you actually get off in court. You can use the Bobby Womack.
I just never knew that, and I knew Bobby in his last years.
Now, Michael, you just banned Rosemary Smith. Did you do that on purpose?
No, bring her back.
It takes me too much. It would take me too much to go in and get her. You got to stop hitting buttons, Michael.
Rosemary, we so sorry, baby. We're going to get you back on the next one. No, I'm over here trying to do one of the things that also needs to be done on here is we have to read the what's names. We have to read the chats. And some of them are referring to what we're talking about. So I'll be trying to see the ones that refer to what we're talking about so I can throw them up and that extends the conversation. Bobby,
we did that one. Yeah, we put this one up.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Yes, and yeah, my man said, yeah, that's really happened. And so, okay, so anyway, enough of that. Wait a minute. Somebody said Al Green was R. Kelly before R. Kelly.
So now singing, now if we want to be honest, R. Kelly was the third of his kind. If we just talking about singing wise, R. Kelly was trying to be Aaron Hall. Aaron Hall was trying to be Charlie Wilson. If you ever listen to them as far as vocally, that's where Charlie Wilson set the standard. Then Aaron Hall tried to be Charlie Wilson. R. Kelly was trying to be Aaron Hall. Now, as far as peeing on people, I don't know. Al Green probably wasn't a good person either. That lady threw grits on Al Green.
Al is still around, ain't he?
Oh yeah, the Reverend Al. Al Green, you got to be a bad person for somebody to throw breakfast food at you, because breakfast food is universally the best food of the day. So if somebody will waste a bowl of grits, throwing it on you, you got to be somebody.
Okay, I've talked way too much already to start the show, so I got to get going. We got to get to the my man in the comedy, because we got a comedian today, a young lady actually, who is one of my favorites.
Is she a man or a lady?
She's a man. No, she's a lady.
She's tall, but she's definitely a woman, and her husband would agree.
No, she's definitely a woman.
That's right, folks. It's time for Michael Colyar's Comedy Corner. Come on, somebody. Some of the funniest comedians on the planet has been on this show. Over 400 comics have done their dance right here at the Comedy Corner. But you better be funny. I tell you right now, if you ain't funny, woo, it's going to be a long walk back to your car. We're going to talk about you. Ooh, we're going to say some terrible stuff. You're going to hate us. So you better be good, because it's the Michael Colyar Comedy Corner.
And this child is coming to us all the way from heaven. She's so fly. I love her. She's been in
Detroit, Michigan.
Detroit? That's the same place. Get your hands together for Crystal P.
But wait, Mike. Before I know we bringing Crystal P on, but you got a whole young lady here to laugh. We didn't bring her in.
Oh, she's here too. Look at the face on her too. And not only is she here for it, she's on her way to a funeral. She stopped by before going to the funeral to join us. You're right. Straight Up Black is in the house. Straight Up Black, the Jiggle Girl. Woo!
Well, the person at the funeral ain't gonna go nowhere, so she got time.
Mike, how can you forget about me? I'm playing on your phone. I always threaten you, but now I'm really playing on your phone. I'm playing on your phone.
I get excited. Yesterday, I accidentally said Cletus gave $1,000. So you know I'm not always focused when I'm here.
Yeah, listen, the last time I gave $1,000, I was in a strip club. So
I put my good stuff on because at funerals, that's the best place to meet a man or a woman. Did y'all know that?
What is?
At a funeral, yes, it is.
Oh yeah, it's
the best place to meet people.
That's what Bobby Womack said. We got to. All right, now you can introduce your comedian, Mike.
Wait, welcome, Straight Up Black comedian.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody.
Hey, good morning. Hey, she's here with us to help us get our laugh on. And now let us bring the wonderful, the lovely Crystal P to the table.
Hey, everybody. How's it going? Michael, you got to be careful what you say. Now, you know Straya was going to a funeral, and you was like, you don't have to come on. You can pass today. I'm like, ain't enough folks died already. You got to watch what you say to the people. Now, I've been here many times, but this is the first time I've been back on your show since getting older, and I'm going through menopause right now. I don't know about your people out there, but this menopause is really menopause. Because I told my husband, no, you're not getting on this pause, because it's hot right now. And when I'm telling you, I am sweating. I break out. They call it hot flashes. No, this is bigger than a flash. This is more like a hot jolt. I just start sweating like Carly Russell, waiting to see if they're gonna charge her or not. I sweating something fierce.
What about the baby?
Got to go through all these batteries of tests and everything. You know, when you get older, you got to get a colonoscopy, so they digging all up behind you and stuff, and you got to get a mammography and stuff. And then they act like, I know I'm a little top heavy, but the nurses are real disrespectful in the hospital these days. I went for a mammography. First of all, y'all told me I had to come and can't wear no deodorant. Now I told you how I sweat. I can smell the buttermilk as I'm sitting here on this stream. And then you tell me I can't wear no powder or no deodorant. I get there to the appointment, you gonna hand me a recycled gown. See, they don't even wash no more. This new generation of nurses, they don't wash the linen anymore. You remember you used to wear the little gown and the little strings was all centered and stuff, and you tie them up, crisscross. They don't have those no more. They give you this little 2-ply paper gown that looked like it came from McDonald's, and you know I'm already sweating. So by the time I put it on, the fold is split, and I look like I got a bifold napkin on. Then when you get to the mammography machine, you know, they tell you they're going to put you up on the little platform and stuff. And then the nurse going to sit there and bend and lift with her knees like my breast is real heavy and just throw it up on the platform. And then they're going to bring the lever down like it's a panini sandwich at Panera Bread. Oh, the disrespect is real. And my breast is already sweaty and stuff. So when they did take it off, it was stuck like you snatch it. And then you heard that off that sound that came up off of it when they peeled me back up off that thing. I was like, the disrespect for older folks is really, really real. That's why I got on short sleeves right now, sleeveless right now, because I'm yet sweating. And y'all talking about, I was a little scared to come on here because y'all started talking about folks peeing on each other. But you know, Bootsy Collins was the golden shower king. Oh, Bootsy Collins would play a guitar and pee all at the same time. He was multitasking before multitasking. Oh yeah, Bootsy Collins was getting it in. I don't know. You right, Cletus, and you get somebody to throw some hot grits on you. I don't know if you want them that time with sugar or salt. I don't know if you want the blood pressure up or the diabetes. That's a bold thing to waste breakfast food just like that. I'm Crystal P, y'all. It's so good to be in the house.
Yes, funny.
Crystal's hilarious, man. She used to be a good friend of mine, man. But you know, she one of them people. Let me tell you when you can always tell how good of a friend you are with somebody of the opposite sex. When they get married, if they still talk to you after marriage, then y'all was good friends. Crystal done found that man, and she don't talk to nobody with testicles no more. You can't.
I at least text you.
No, you ain't even text me back, Chris. I apologize because we were in Detroit, and I was like, oh my God, I'm in Detroit. And I didn't even say hi to you. And then you was like, please refer to my Facebook. And we saw you was in all the islands at the time that we was there.
See, that's how y'all do me. You and Michael come through Detroit. Y'all don't think nothing about
we was together.
Banana pudding. I know Mike don't never take me on tour. I'm like, I am a woman. I just don't identify as one. I'm a real woman and stuff. And y'all don't take me on tour or nothing.
I'm still trying to figure out how Cletus got on that one. What gig did we do?
In Detroit? Yeah, we was at the theater in Detroit, in Pontiac. But Michael, you know, I'm gonna tell you why. If we're gonna be honest, we're gonna be honest. Michael, you know, in his older age, Michael is lactose intolerant. So if you out there sweating buttermilk, he can't have you in the same room as him. He'll break out.
Listen, I'm gluten free though. Can the get on the tour?
I'm hollering. Gluten free.
Well,
Let
I
us
think
get
I
on
love
the
you.
tour.
Crystal P, thank you. And you know I called you like an hour ago, and you said yes. I love you so much. Thank you, Mama. Tell people how to reach you.
CrystalPisCrazy.com is my website. Crystal P is Crazy on IG and Twitter, and comedian Crystal P on Facebook.
And the crowd just loved you, girl. We have a lot of smiley faces today. I love you, and thank you.
Love you more.
I love
Thank
you.
you guys so much for having me.
And that
I
first
remember when
joke
you
with
used to
her
be my
saying
friend,
passing,
Crystal.
that was hella funny.
Hit us with the woo, woo, woo.
You know I got to do the throw up my W's from the west side. Woo, woo, woo.
Crystal P right here on the Michael Morning Show, y'all. Oh, that was good.
I love you all.
I love you, Mom. I'm a fan of button in a minute. Okay, there we go. All right. So now let me see this young man. Oh, wait. We had Tammy Lewis. Tammy Lewis was a nurse, and now she's an entrepreneur. They call her Nurse Boss. Tammy Lewis gonna come on and tell us about what she's doing right now, and she's being brought on. Hi, Tammy. She is being brought on by her friend, who's one of our great poets here, Angela Ray. Woody, woo, woo. So go ahead and talk to me. Tell me what this young lady is doing that's so entrepreneurial.
Okay, so Michael, let me first correct you. You said I was a nurse. I'm still a nurse.
Oh, you still a nurse?
What you got no scrubs on?
I'm a nurse entrepreneur. A nurse.
Oh, nurse entrepreneur, but you call it nurse boss.
Nurse boss.
Well, that means you have a heck of a scrub. Those are scrubs.
Well, she ain't got no scrubs on.
Oh, okay.
She one of them TLC nurses. She a TLC nurse. She don't want no scrubs. I get you. I get what you're saying, Tammy. I get it. Well, can you help that lady that sweat buttermilk? Because that is not natural. That is not natural.
So tell me what your business is.
Well, I have a consulting company for individuals with business startups and home care agencies. I actually had a home care agency for 10 years and I sold it, and I started consulting with individuals who were looking to start their home care agencies. And after that, there were other people coming to me looking to start different businesses. So what I did was brought in some of my nurse super friends to get them to help me, you know, with these nurses to start their businesses. And that's kind of how the Nurse Boss Summit was born.
And you have a summit?
Yes, I have a summit. It's actually this weekend, this Friday and Saturday. It's going to be in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Come on,
and we have
right down the street from you. So
listen, no, seriously, I'm going to see Sonia to get me a plate.
Please go see her. She's off the chain.
I'm going to see her.
Is that a vision wall?
This is a vision wall. Look at that. And let me tell you what happened. I was trying to make a vision board, and I went to Staples, and I was like, do you have a vision board? And he's like, what are you talking about? I said, you know, a vision board so I can put my visions on there. And he comes back and he has this little bitty dry erase board. I said, never mind, forget about it. My visions are bigger than that. So I just came here and made the wall.
I had one of those one time when I lived in Diamond Bar, and we had a home there, and I would have my whole bedroom wall was the vision wall.
That's how you
know? Oh my God, that is very excellent. Angela Ray, what's your story? Why are you here with her? What's going on?
Oh, Tammy is my girl, and I'm actually going to be okay. So, you know, a lot of organizations, conferences, they have nice red carpet before their galas. Well, Tammy's going to have a gala, but I'm going to be on the purple carpet, hosting and talking to many of the high profile and celebrity guests, because it's not just a Nurse Boss Summit. She is rolling out the purple carpet, having some amazing speakers, some amazing special guests, some people that you may know, some names that you may recognize. Angel Love, who is also a nursepreneur. She's on Basketball Wives, but she talk about scrubs. She has her own scrub line. Of course, you may have heard of Lamont Rucker. You may have heard of Adrian Gammy Norris. All of these people are some of the special guests who will be joining Tammy this weekend for the Nurse Boss Summit. So yeah, we just gonna go right on up 40, go on up to Winston-Salem, go on over to Sonia's, grab a plate, get back on 40, go on to the Sheraton Four Seasons Hotel in Greensboro, where the event is going to be, and we'll have a little food from Sonia there.
Mr. Cletus, what you trying to get in?
Two things I'm gonna say. I'm going down there. My daughter's getting ready to go to school in Greensboro, so I feel like I live in Greensboro already. But Angela, I just want to say this. I don't think we're allowed. I always try to protect the show at all costs from the censors and stuff. I don't think we're allowed to call it a gala anymore. I think we have to call it a non-binary event, because we can't talk about the sexual orientation of the event. So whether it's a gala or a straightla, we can't talk about it. We just gotta be like, it's a purple
we will call
event.
it. Okay, we will call it the formal. The formal.
There you go. Yeah, people got upset in the community about galas. So I used to always just call it a gala, but that was, but then that made it a female. So that word is a bad word. So it's just a formal or a purple carpet event. I'm here to help.
Okay, we appreciate the help.
Damn fine job, I'll tell you that. My mom and sisters are nurses. I definitely support, said Ben Frank. People are loving you. He jumped in with that humor look. He getting them laughs, and we ain't even saying nothing. So Angela, you're also a poet.
Yes.
And maybe we have a blessing of a poem today before we move on.
So I was looking for something that was in line with the Nurse Boss Summit, and I realized I don't have anything kind of in that. Like, I have nothing in that vein. So I said, well, what can I do? So I said, you know what? I'm gonna just do something I have never. It's in my book, book, Blackberry Whispers, but I've never ever performed it publicly. And this one was written. Like, I had a friend who asked me to write it for something he was doing, and then I don't think he ever used it. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just put it in my book. I wrote it. So it's called Mirror Mirror. And so Tammy, if you want to, see how we can pull this in to the Nurse Boss Summit, by pulling in, I mean, make it related. I'm all open, but I couldn't find anything that was related to the Nurse Boss Summit. But this one is called Mirror Mirror.
All right, Mirror.
Okay, he be like, now laters and mayonnaise sandwiches Monday after school. Recollections of red Kool-Aid with lemons swimming in a Mount Olive pickle jar. He, like the silk crimson sweet sheets laced in baby powder with the woo, woo, woo of Osborne's tenor dancing in my ear, salt water waves tickling the arch of my back, saturating my inner thigh and nestling around my pinky toe. He'd be like playing double dutch jump rope before Miss Mary's Mac and Miss Lucy's steamboat, sailing by hopscotch lines, and mother may he be like me. Me, I am to him like the collard greens and crackling bread with sweet potato pie, sitting on a plate waiting to be joined by warm cornbread with macaroni and canned milk. Me, the fragrant Chanel number 5, coalesced by the natural chemistry of my 36, 24, 39. Me, the baby doll head propelled by his bat, sending him to second base, scratched up metal wheels on black pleather skates, while he grips his 38 Special and G.I. Joe right before battle as he makes a mad dash for his incredible Hulk big wheel. We indeed connect for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer. He and me, reflections of reciprocal emulations, more than an imitation of life, though less than perfect. And that poem is called Mirror, Mirror. You can find it in Blackberry Whispers.
Wow. Where's Tammy? There's Tammy. Come on, Tammy, with the clap, with the finger.
Whisper your Blackberry.
Snap.
I love when my fruit talks to me.
Sounds like a gynecologist to me.
Well, I've been known as one of those. Angela, I just got a quick question. I was listening to the first line of your poem, and I got a bit confused. Even as a lifelong fat child, can you give me that first line again?
He'd be like mayonnaise sandwiches Monday after school.
Oh, see, you at first I thought you said now and later and mayonnaise sandwiches, and I was
No,
like,
I did say not okay. So not the now and laters on the mayonnaise sandwiches. I'm saying now and laters and mayonnaise sandwiches. You know, at a certain point, you know, now laters were one of those things that we always had after school.
oh, now and laters are amazing.
Yeah, as a kid. So
They
no,
would really perk up a mayonnaise sandwich.
But I didn't know I could put I was getting ready to go try one. I was about to put something on some mayonnaise and be like, this is something different.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay,
No,
so
please.
guys, we got to
We're
run.
gonna do that
We're
today.
out of time. We're out of time. Tammy Lewis, your weekend is this weekend.
This weekend, Greensboro, North
Tell us
Carolina.
Go ahead.
Okay, so we're going to be in Greensboro, North Carolina at the Sheraton Four Seasons Friday and Saturday. You can purchase your tickets at nursebosssummit.com. You can register up until Friday.
Nice. Nurse Boss Summit. I'm proud of you. Thank you, Angie.
Thank you.
Great guidance to the show so we can see what, and I love that you put up the vision wall. You know, but people, you need to have your vision board, man. If you don't know where you're going, you mess around and end up somewhere else. You know,
right.
Blueprint for the things
right.
that want to make happen in your life. So that's wonderful. Light comes out of you. You're so full of just positivity and joy. It's just coming.
Well, thank you.
Trying to get this morning. All right.
Thank you, Michael, for having me on the show.
Can y'all leave us with a woo woo woo?
Woo woo woo.
Y'all, and Tammy Lewis. Make sure y'all check them out this weekend at what's the summit called?
The Nurse Boss Summit.
Nurse Boss Summit. I love
it. And that's the website as well, Michael. They can go to Nurse Boss Summit. Be careful because there are 3 S's in there, but nursebosssummit.com.
I love it. Thank you.
See you Friday and Saturday.
See you Friday and Saturday. We'll see you over at Sonia's for a little bit of that.
On Sunday.
Croquette. That's on Sunday. All right. Thank you. Hey, y'all. It's the Michael Colyar morning show. And this young man is a rapper. Used to be with the group The Nappy Roots, right? And his name is Big V. He's here to join us and tell us what he's up to. Now, we have Dr. Frank Smith is here to do prayer today. I won't be able to get my prayer in. We got the prayer master coming to hit us with prayer. And then right after that, the great Dr. Lakeisha Legree is here. So I do want you to get your questions ready. If you have any medical questions, anything going on with you, got a blemish, you got a bump, whatever, she's going to be on talking medicine with us, talking health with us right after prayer. So now, without further ado, and it seems like plenty of doo-doo went down already, let me get to my man, Big V. All right, Big V of the Nappy Roots. What's up, brother?
What's up, guy? How you doing?
Great. You are a big dude, too. You look like a big
man. I go at it a little bit.
Where you from?
Bowling Green, Kentucky, man. Covent City, King.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you used to be part of the Nappy Roots, that group?
Oh, yeah. The front man of it wrote a few songs, man, and became the king of barbecue music, you know.
The king of barbecue? What's barbecue music?
You know, when you can play it in front of your mama, your pastor, and you out there in the back and the ribs is about ready and you done already daddy building the kids, you know.
They got a smile on his face when you can say you played him.
You can just, you know, that feel where you're safe. And we all grew up to Michael Jackson, Prince, Tupac, Biggie.
Right.
But Nappy Roots came through in a time of identity. Right. And to be young men from the country and Bible builders and came through with the music that you want, Sun Kiss and RC and playing cards out back and your dad and them cleaning the car.
What are you talking about? You shaking your
let me tell you something. Not only am I a big person, I was a big Nappy Roots fan, and I'm gonna tell you why. Any fat person is gonna get excited about a group that has an album called Watermelon Chicken and Grits. How you put all 3 of them together was amazing. Y'all were ahead of your time with Watermelon Chicken and Grits. I remember when I was first exposed to y'all were doing music with Anthony Hamilton, and so that sound of Yo Kentucky and Anthony Hamilton's North Carolina, it was just a whole different sound, and it laid, I think, a foundation for hip hop that we hadn't had outside of you all and I want to say the name of the group. I'm gonna say it wrong with CeeLo Green and all of them.
Woody Mob.
Yeah, there you go. We're in it together. A little bit different than what Outkast was doing, but Goody Mob and Nappy Roots just brought a different feel to it, man. Big fan of it, man. Big fan.
Right on.
Wow. So, and you brought a piece to do for us today?
Yes, sir. It's a little piece where you remember all the things you used to do at 20. You remember when you could go to work, go to the party, make love, and fight in the same afternoon?
Yeah.
Well, at 47, you're gonna need a nap between any of them. And this song here, man, is all night long. Ain't long enough.
All right.
I'm gonna need a weekend,
Well, wait a second. Hold up, wait a second. Straya trying to get something in. Straya, what you getting in, baby?
I just want to let him know that his song is a part of history. That's part of Black history, Black urban history. Nappy Roots is a part. Yes, that's a part of Black urban history. If you don't know, you don't know good music. That's all I got to say.
Hey, man.
Go ahead and serenade to me. Sing your song, because that speaking voice, you can call me once this is over. Okay,
but you're on your way to a whole funeral. You supposed to be listening to Rough Side of the Mountain and I'll Fly Away.
I am going to support somebody at a funeral and get a couple
They don't need no more support. They already gone from here. They sitting on the right hand of Jesus.
Right hand of Jesus. We're going to step out the way. You have strength on your funeral and your spiritual journey. And to be, absent here is present with the Lord and all that good stuff. And don't eat all that repast chicken. You know how that goes.
That repast chicken.
Yeah, I done ate 100 pieces of repast chicken.
I'm gonna step off and let you hit us with this song, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Big V.
Hey. Right here, I need you to move the coffee table and think like this for a second. And it's going right here. All right, here we go. Look became a stare. 3 days on the phone. Got us right here. Kevin Hart on. Got me in chin up. Lips on your neck. Eye contact. Your hands on my chest. Kiss then stop. Fight it till we can't. Looking in your eyes. Asking, are you straight? TV now off. Slow music up. I can feel goosebumps as you tense up. Sorry, my voice is trembling. Erections are intensified by resistance back and forth in the doorway. Swallowed by the moment, knowing that you want this as bad as I want it. Fast, my heart beats. It just won't slow down. Keep pulling my head up every time I go down. Any deeper, we both might drown. Lay with me for a while, let's figure this out. Can you say all right? Ain't long enough. It ain't long enough. It ain't long enough. All night, it ain't long enough. It ain't long enough. It ain't long enough. Scented candles smell good, don't it? Can't say what it was, but it crept right up on us. Sort of like the shake you had that wouldn't stop. Seen hours had passed, we just couldn't stop. As I rubbed your back, it seemed like our stories matched. Never in life have I felt like that, held and hugged. More mental than physical. It's so simple. Baby girl, I'm into you. Ain't ready for this night to end. Just being with you is so damn cool. If this is wrong, I can't be right. For the rest of my life, I'll cherish tonight. Right now, my guards are down, I swear. Rubbing on your back, fingers in your hair. I have no idea how we got here. You're forever on my mental. Keep you in my prayers. It ain't long enough. It ain't long enough. Tonight, it just ain't long enough. It ain't long enough. It ain't long enough. I need you to dance with me. It ain't long enough. And that's just, me just forming, doing my thing, back at it. Shout out to Urban Mystic and my beat team. I'm at home and we just back.
So you coming back on and doing yourself as individual now? You're gonna go out as a local artist, as a single artist.
Yes, sir. During the merge of Napster, Nappy Roots was downloaded 11 million times illegally.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and people were coming with burnt CDs, and then my kid's mother left my kids at my mom's house and never looked back. So I had to leave the group to raise kids the last 10 years. And so that's what I've been doing. So I'm an empty nester now at 47.
Right.
Have some great kids. I have a kid that plays for Deion Sanders now in the movement out in Colorado.
Nice, congrats.
Yeah, got another little girl just went off to college, my baby girl that plays basketball, and she's into botany and doing blood and that thing. So motivating some pretty good minds, man, and ready to.
So now you're ready to get back out here and do the thing.
Yes, sir.
Put your group together yet that you work with and everything? Or are you still building that?
I just do primarily me. I created a QR code and a QA code. And I was a weed man before Nappy Roots. But then I got a tax ID number and became a cannabis flower guy. So I created a QR code where you scan with your phone. And I have my own dispensary here in Bowling Green. So I put the QR code on gummy bears, reefer, vape pens, and things like that. So, and then the internet made the world small. So now I only tour in legal states.
I love your journey, the way you're going about it. Go ahead, Cleve.
This has been probably the most interesting of all the interviews I've ever been on in my life. I'm pretty sure 7 people got pregnant from that song. So you're gonna have to dedicate another 18 years of raising kids because somebody didn't listen to that.
Not no $5 sundress, Cletus. Not no $5 sundress.
I'm trying to figure out how you put gummy bear, how you put a QR code on a gummy bear. So I don't know how that worked out. That had to be a small QR code.
Yeah,
and I just want to let you know that botany. You say your daughter's into botany and working with blood. Botany is flowers. So I don't know how you making the flowers bleed. It's just a lot happened in this interview.
I'm glad you heard it. I'm glad you fixed it up. You know, reach around. And,
yeah, I was like, that ain't how this works. I really enjoyed the interview. I had to actually go and make sure. I couldn't listen to the whole song because just hearing you whisper in that low tone and sexual voices, I almost switched over. So I was just like, I'm going to go in the back and make a sandwich. He ain't finna seduce me.
Yeah, Greta said, turn that off, boy. Yeah. You remember they started kissing in front of her on the TV.
Yeah, she burned me.
Can't stand it. Yeah.
Well, brother, I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming here, man. I appreciate your journey.
Man.
You're empty nester now. You get on back out there and do your thing, man.
Man, looking to run into you. I've been a fan since House Party and beyond.
Thank you.
You know, man.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming on here, man. And when them women sure appreciate you, man. Was one girl, she said, you only 1 year older than her. Can you holler at her? That was Bonnie.
I'm an empty nester now. I'm ready to travel and go where music goes.
Angela says sexy smooth. Wait a minute, Stroya, before she get out. Go ahead, Stroya.
I do want to say this. He has a really good speaking voice. Make sure that you do a ringtone. You should do a ringtone. You definitely should do a ringtone. For real.
I'm on you.
Look like it would ring your bell.
You look good in black, too. Amazing in black.
Thank you. Okay, I got to go in this funeral.
You going in as a fashionista. Okay. All right, take care. Okay. Hi, Straya. Hey, brother, thank you. Tell people how they can find you.
I'm at Big V on Instagram. Big V of Nappy Roots at Gmail. Booking Big V at gmail.com. Like I said, it's comedian, it's funny, it's barbecue, king of the barbecue music, daytime party. And man, just Vito Tisdale on Facebook. And for the mental girls doing the mental health and the nursing, boss, I want to get up with you because there's so many black men that need mental health and to talk to people on an extreme of happy or sad. There's empathizing and displaced. And I just want to thank you for sharing your platform, brother.
Thank you, King. I appreciate you. Can you give us a W and leave us with a woo, woo, woo?
Can we woo, 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 woo? All right.
Thank you, King. Blessings to you. That's Big V right here on the Michael Colyar Morning Show. Let me pull this down real quick. We're going to write the prayer because Lakeisha has been waiting so patiently to come on. But we have Dr. Reverend Frank S. Smith is here to talk to me today to do prayer. How you feel today, sir?
I'm just elated. I'm so full of laughs, man. You guys got me laughing all over the place. I enjoy this.
Wait, I met you and your wife. Was that?
That was her.
Florida?
That was her. Yeah, that was her birthday, and you were at the Improv in Orlando.
Oh, in Orlando. Oh my gosh. And she's a lovely woman, man. How's she doing?
Oh, she doing well. Like I said, she's the one who reminded me. I got to get in touch with you. So, man, I've been blessed by this broadcast.
Oh, thank you. Is she a minister too? Is she a reverend too?
Yes, she is. She's the founder of Showing Love. God has blessed her heart. She wants to be able to feed people here in the Claremont, Florida area where we live. Mm-hmm. And so she formed Showing Love Inc.
And what is the name of your church?
I'm retired. After 50 years of serving,
You said you're retired.
No, I step back because I still.
I'm 66. I don't always hear it.
After 50 years of serving on the pulpit, now I have my own YouTube. I give inspirational words once a week on my YouTube channel. God's Plan Works.
Oh, I love that. God's Plan Works.
That's correct.
Your YouTube channel.
That's my YouTube. That's my YouTube
it's
channel.
It's good when you're working with the truth.
Yeah. Well, I just want to continue to encourage. Best I know how to drop a little encouragement, a little enhancement, a little joy in people's life through the word.
I'm gonna slide out and let you bless us with a prayer.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Frank S. Smith.
All right. Father, we just invoke your presence right now. We thank you so much for what you do and have done. We first of all ask you, Lord, for forgiveness in any area of our lives where we have violated any principles or rules, either unknowingly or willfully. We ask, oh Lord God, for your grace and your mercy to cover us in all that we do in this life. Lord, I especially pray for Michael and his fiance. I ask that you would continue to anoint and bless him in his comedic endeavors. I ask that you would just anoint this morning show and all the other shows that he has in a way that it would reach so many people for the cause of Christ. Lord, I pray mightily, Lord, for those who are following him, be the Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, whatever platform that they're following him, where they can get encouragement, laughter, joy, but yet, Lord, still focus on the goodness of you. I especially pray for the guests that have been on this show, continue to be on this show, and future shows, that you continue to watch and keep us and guide us. Lord, finally, I ask, Lord, you continue to just bless us, and with your presence and all that we do, may we give your name the glory. This we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen, 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 amen. Good prayer.
Smith, I just want you to know I'm normally way more saved than this. So if you ever need me, don't let today's show be a representation. My salvation is still on layaway. I was in church last night, Pastor Smith. I stayed awake for the whole service too. So don't judge me.
No. Hey, look, I was a PK. I slept the whole time, so I do understand.
Yeah, I believe the great Negro poet Suge Avery says sinners have souls too.
I believe it.
Tell people how they can find your YouTube again, so they can come.
Sure. Is it all right if it is at God's Plan Works? That's my YouTube channel. They can get a hold of me that way.
Oh, excellent, sir. And give your wife a big old hug from us. And
I will definitely do that. Let her know. All right.
Good. Come on one day and pray. Till I want to come on one day and do the prayer for us.
Okay, I will let her know that. I should be looking forward for that.
Then leave us with that.
Woo. All right. Woo, woo, woo.
Reverend Dr. Frank.
All right.
here. God's plan work. Y'all need to go and listen to his inspirational words. And thank you, brother, for blessing us today.
Thank you.
Day, King. God bless. Bye. Hey, without further ado, this our girl, man. This she the one. Dr. Lakeisha Legree is here. Fine as a woman needs to be, and all that brain and smart and humor and joy. She's just the whole package. Let's bring her on, Dr. Lakeisha Legree in the house. Woo, woo, woo.
Hey, Michael. I'm fantastic. How are you?
Great. You got an off day today, huh?
I got a whole off week this week.
Oh, nice. Because you got your hair down and everything. I don't think I've seen that wallpaper either. So this is a different room.
Yeah, this is called a vacation room.
Vacation room? Why you call it that?
I'm on vacation.
Yeah, she told her she was gonna be on vacay.
The whole week?
Yeah, man. That's how much I love y'all. I fit y'all into my vacation schedule.
Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So
you know that's vacation hair, Mike. You know when black women go on vacation, that's braids all day.
All
they
day.
Ain't trying to be doing their hair every day. They putting them braids in and letting life.
Exactly.
I love it. What was the topic you was gonna do today? You said something like
So today we're going to talk about sudden cardiac arrest amongst athletes, right? Because usually we think if you're an athlete, you're invincible, nothing like a cardiac arrest could happen to you.
You have good cardio if you're an athlete.
Right, exactly. So first, I want to clear up the misconception that heart attack is the same as sudden cardiac arrest. Those are two totally different things. Heart attack, or the medical term is myocardial infarction, is totally different from cardiac arrest. So that's number one. How is it different? So heart attack or myocardial infarction is because you have too much plaque buildup, or we call it cholesterol, or another fancy name is atherosclerosis. Too much of that buildup, blood flow can't get to certain parts of the heart. It's starved of oxygen. And then you have what's called an ischemic event, or the tissue in that area of the heart dies. And that's the definition of a heart attack. Sudden cardiac arrest is completely different. Sudden cardiac arrest is when the electrical activity of the heart, which is how the heart pumps blood to your body, when that electrical activity is disturbed. Okay, it can be disturbed in multiple ways. One way is a congenital anomaly, meaning you're just born with it and you just happen to be on the wrong side of luck. Something happens where you're exerting yourself too hard, i.e., athletes, professional athletes, and that electrical activity of the heart gets abnormal or becomes abnormal, and you just fall out. Remember Hank Gathers back in 1990? Just fell out, collapsed on the court. Right. Another reason for cardiac arrest is abnormal electrolytes. So electrolytes like potassium, magnesium, sodium, those are things that help the electrical activity of the heart. So when those things are off, for example, elevated potassium, you can have sudden cardiac arrest. Okay.
What about when it's low as well? What about because the potassium?
So when it's low as well, that's exactly right. High potassium, or what we call hyperkalemia, is a little bit more dangerous than hypokalemia or low potassium, but you're right. Any electrolyte abnormality, can cause sudden cardiac arrest.
Now, Dr. Legree, a lot of us don't understand how the heart works. Like they were saying, so look, Bronny James had a sudden cardiac arrest yesterday at USC, or yesterday or day before yesterday while practicing. How is the heart made up? Because I think if we understand what the makeup of the heart is, we can understand how the heart works. What makes up the heart?
So you guys know I'm a big fan of visual aids. So we have a picture to show the people. So the heart is kind of like, it looks like a booty up top and a flat booty at the bottom, since this is a comic family show, right?
BBL at the top, real life at the bottom. Okay.
Right. Basically. Okay, so there are 4 chambers of the heart, and there are 2 sides, right side and left side. So the R is a label for the right side. A is for atrium, which is the top part of the heart, and V is for ventricle, which is the bottom part of the heart. This yellow lines or yellow diagram is the electrical activity of the heart, or the directionality of that electrical activity. There are various names for it. I won't get into detail, but basically the way the heart works is when the top half is beating in sync with the bottom half. Anytime the bottom half or the top half are not in sync, then that means you have an abnormal heart rhythm. And that can be, the beating of the heart can be off by the electrical activity being off, right? Another reason for sudden cardiac arrest in athletes, particularly under the age of 35, is something called HOCM. HOCM. So that stands for hypertrophic obstructive cardiomyopathy. So as you can see on the left side of your screen, that is a normal heart. The heart is basically a big muscle, right? So in the middle is something called the ventricle or ventricular septum. That's normal on the left. On the right, that is completely abnormal. You see that thickened muscle, almost like you overwork the muscle. And what's happening is, because the muscle is so thick, it's blocking blood from flowing out of the heart into that top red vessel, which is called the aorta, which is the biggest blood vessel in the entire body. It feeds blood everywhere, your brain, your arms, your legs. And so when you have these young athletes passing out on the court, it's because they have undiagnosed HOCM. They're working so hard, their heart's beating so fast, and the blood can't go from the inside of the heart to the rest of the body because they have that undiagnosed enlarged ventricle, and they just simply pass out. Wow. So the moral of the story is, you don't have to know why sudden cardiac arrest, but if you see it happening, like if you're at a basketball game or football game or wherever, and an athlete just falls out, you assume cardiac arrest. You don't think, you just assume, and you start CPR right away. Okay, so if y'all take nothing away from this, just know, if you witness somebody passing out during an athletic event, think cardiac arrest, and someone needs to start CPR right away. Forget breathing. Remember back in the day with life support, they teach you that you have to give breaths to people. No, forget that. Now the mindset is start pumping on that chest, okay? And you want to do it about 120 pumps a minute.
You know what? To the beat of Staying Alive.
To the beat of
the BG Staying Alive.
Yep, that's right.
That's Staying alive. Staying alive. Yep, and that's get it.
And that'll get it. You call for help, or you yell somebody for them to call 911, and you just start beating to that song. And the way you do it, you take both hands and you kind of clasp them over each other like this, and the heel of your hand should be at your sternum or the middle part of the chest, and you just do 4 motions like this. Okay, you want to make sure your arms are straight, but
why you do the hands like that?
Because when one hand is over the other, it adds more pressure to your push, or it makes you have more force behind the push. Okay. And so you want to try to compress, they say, the chest 2 inches in depth. I mean, nobody's gonna measure that. Just basically pump hard and pump fast.
And if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but you want to be right below the breastbone because you don't want to break the ribs.
That's
so you
correct.
want to you don't want to be on, you don't want to hear, you don't want to feel chest. You want to get right below it, right in this region.
That's the solar plex. You're gonna be pressing. You're gonna put pressure on the solar plex.
What's the solar plex, Michael?
Your solar plexus.
Yeah,
that's that group of muscles.
No. I don't know what Michael's talking about.
Wait a minute. Go ahead. I've always known the solar plex to be this area right here.
That's
And
called
what
no.
do you call
It's called the xiphoid process. So if you feel the difference, you'll feel like bone up top and kind of the soft part of your belly starting. That's right there, the xiphoid process, XYPHOID. That's where you want to have the heel of your hand and do your compressions. And you want to make sure that your arms are straight, and you want to make sure that you're leaning over that person at a 90-degree angle. Okay.
So the solar plex, doctor, and I know you know this, but I don't know why you said, what is the solar plex? It's the network of nerves in the abdomen between the stomach that contains ganglia sending nerve fibers to the internal organs of the abdomen. So we know the solar plex, I mean, martial artists knows the solar plex to be directly underneath where all the chest stuff, because that is where we punch in fighting, is the solar plex, because all these nerves come together. I was just concerned, is that the same area that you're pushing in to resuscitate a person?
No, actually, to be honest with you, maybe it's called something else in medicine. I've never heard of it called the solar plex, but what you're describing is a network of nerves that encircle the aorta, and that's kind of deep into the belly. The aorta is or the descending aorta is the bottom part of that large artery that comes off the top of the heart I was telling you about. And that's kind of deep into the abdomen. What you're doing is you're pushing on that xiphoid process, which is directly on top of the ventricles of the heart. You're basically acting as the heart for the body, because the heart's not beating. It just stopped. That's what sudden cardiac arrest means. It just stopped beating. So you're pushing on the heart and you're mechanically moving the blood from inside the heart to the rest of the body. That's basically what CPR is.
So I think both of y'all are talking about the same area. I think solar plexus is really kind of an alternative medicine type of term. So I think they use it more like when you start talking about with yoga and chakra and stuff like that. And I think Dr. Legree, you were just talking about them from like a medical. So I think both of y'all were discussing the same thing.
I think it may be in medicine, solar plexus is analogous to what we call celiac plexus. But I'll get back to you on that. You know me, I'm always.
I want you to get back with me on that. I want you to
for sure.
You look at that one. Tell me what you came up with, because I spent years thinking that is a central point, nerve center that's right under your chest or right under the bone, the breast of the bone, and that is a very sensitive area, very soft area. So when you say putting your hands together to pump in that area, I was just concerned.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna follow up on that for sure. Yep.
Okay, all right. Well, we learned some stuff about some cardio, and another thing too is eating right too will eliminate a whole lot of this too. Go ahead.
Well, actually, Michael, sudden cardiac arrest, you can be a vegan eating soybeans, and if it happens, it's just gonna happen. You can be the healthiest of the healthiest.
Why would it just happen? If you're healthy, why would it just happen?
So anything that interrupts the electrical activity of the heart can cause sudden cardiac arrest. So it can be something that you're just born with that you don't know about, and you're placed into a situation where it happens. Or it can be, like I said, abnormal electrolytes where you just don't know. Or it can be like Damar Hamlin. He got hit in the chest at a point during the electrical activity of the heart that basically interrupted the flow or interrupted the cardiac activity of the heart and just caused it to stop. Almost like somebody just hit him and the light switch flipped off.
Wow.
Yeah,
that was what was so scary about Bronny James. I think if anybody sees Bronny James, he's 17, 18 years old, peak physical condition, and just had a sudden cardiac arrest while at practice at USC. And I've known that to happen. I've had friends of mine who actually had to continue on and live with a pacemaker because of that, even at a young age.
That's exactly right. Another example of sudden cardiac arrest is Shaquille O'Neal's son. He had surgery on his heart not too long ago. He was a professional, or I should say collegiate basketball player, and he ended up having what we talked about, the HOCM, enlarged ventricle of his heart, and he collapsed on the basketball court, and that was the diagnosis. And basically the surgery is to kind of cut down or shave that part of the heart so that you can have normal blood flow.
So Dr. Nellie Baby says, true or false? The colder the heart, the better the sex.
Ooh. I'm going to leave that to y'all. I'm going to stick to the medicine.
Right.
I love you. Thank you for the real medicine. Tell people how they can find you with your fabulous self.
Of course. As always, you can find me on all platforms at Dr. Legree in terms of social media. You can email me now, y'all, all your questions. hello@drlegree.com. And finally, my website, drlegree.com.
I love you. Go ahead and leave us with the woo, woo, woo.
Of course. I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Woo, woo, woo.
I love you. Thank you.
Bye, y'all. Peace.
Woo, woo, woo. Thank you. And thanks for being patient this week and being gorgeous and being funny and being smart.
Thank you, Michael. Y'all take care. Have a good week, y'all.
Woo, woo, woo. You too.
Bye.
Hey, y'all. I got a couple of video things I was trying to get in. I wanted to ask Nellie's question. Nellie Baby says she tried to put in money for the Venice Beach thing and it wouldn't go through. The easiest way, if someone had put up there too, is just go to the Cash App, the Raylock group. That's the easiest way. You just put in $, the Raylock group in the Cash App, but when you send it in, you have to write Venice Beach, or you have to write donation. You have to write one of those two. Otherwise, I'm getting taxed on that. So that's another way to do it. But if you do it, you do want to write Venice Beach. So I know that that's the fund that is for. But that's the only reason that we opened that Cash App. I don't mess with that Cash App. I don't put nothing in, take nothing out. That Cash App is only there so people have an easy way to give money for the Venice Beach concert. So that's the way to do that. And then I was supposed to play this Tuesday, but yesterday, y'all know I went to court and I won. He didn't show up, but I was ready. Oh my God, I had my briefcase. I had all the paperwork. We put in an ask for discovery, which is actually, I got a piece of paper from my guy who tells me if you get pulled over by the police for traffic infraction, you should do those basic things. You should ask for discovery. Ask for their notes, because they had to take notes. They usually write them on the back of their book or something. What is the notes that they took? Also, what did they use to test your speed? Did they have a radar gun? If so, when is that equipment calibrated last? You get to ask these questions, and most cops ain't even fooling around with all that. Most cops in a year, they wrote so many tickets. This 10 months ago. He don't remember what happened 10 months ago, especially when he had done 300, 400, 500 tickets. So now he's supposed to have notes somewhere. Also, he's supposed to give me paperwork. This says the calibration of the gun. He didn't have none of that. I ain't get none of that. So I'm in court with my papers. I got my briefcase. I had my Perry Mason suit on. I was ready to step up and say, Your Honor, we never received discovery. We asked for it March 3rd. That's been 3 months. I think we have to throw this case out in case for, in the name of justice. You got to get rid of that. And I was all ready, and he ain't show up. I was not disappointed, though. I was just grateful. So to answer your question, you can just go to $, the Raylock group, and then every week I want to put up they ask the question, why are we doing the video? Here's the one for today, the significance of the Venice Beach concert. Ooh, that's an excellent question, an excellent number. 1,986 bags we're giving to the homeless of Venice Beach. What's more significant than the number itself is that we get a chance to give back to the place where I got it all started. But 1986 is when I came here. I started in Chicago doing comedy on State Street, which was awesome until the winter came. And so I drove out here where I thought it was going to be warm all year round. Not, but I came out here and discovered my world, man. That was 1986, and I'm talking about you and me, we're going to be able to give back to the people. That many bags, and that's just scratching the surface. We want to really give back to the community. But 1986 is a fabulous start. Man, I'm so excited about this whole thing, though. I'm excited about the Indiegogo. You know, by now though, I would have thought people would put in a whole lot more money, but we didn't. I didn't figure it out. We didn't do all the stuff yet. So I'm excited in the learning of it. Like, I think we should have advertised that it was coming, that the Indiegogo was coming. I should have put that everywhere so people would know. So once it comes, people jump in. Same thing with the gramathon. I don't think that I really marketed the gramathon because it was beautiful. I mean, it was 12 hours of beauty, just back-to-back artists coming on, people with great words and lifting us up the whole time. Imagine if the society knew we was doing it, how much greater it would have gone financially. But as far as artistically, man, it changed my life. It was amazing. I saw who my friends are. I saw who the people really going to step up. I saw who came, like Josiah came on and just said the most beautiful thing. It took everything to keep me from becoming tearful. It was just so beautiful. So many people had great things to say. And so we all are connected on this project. So feel free anytime. Just throw something in if you want to. And if you don't throw nothing in, I still love you because we're doing this show. And it's going to be bananas. I was going to put up the picture of the stage. Oh, right. That's what I said I was going to do today. Let me see. If I got it here, I want to show you what the stage is going to look like. I never knew that Bobby Womack thing. I found that out yesterday. Boy, if you live long enough, you learn everything. They say you live and learn. Live and learn. Okay, let's go to do. I don't see. I'm gonna pull it up. I have to show it to you tomorrow, guys, because I thought I had it right at my fingertips. And you know, it's something I'm about to force my woman to do. That's my woman, Sonia. That's my woman. Okay, I'm about to force her to do something that I'm going to force myself to do as well. We have to have an assistant. There just ain't two ways. There ain't no two ways about that. Oh, wait a minute. Look at my grandson. Now, that lady on the side there, that is the mayor of Dalton, Illinois. She's bringing me back to do a concert on the 13th of August with all Chicago comedians. So I got to select 3 men and 3 women who are great comedians in Chicago, and we're gonna do it. But that's my baby right there, Brady. Brady is, oh my God, he's great. He's great. Anyway, I can't find that picture. I'm gonna show you the picture later. I don't know if y'all can appreciate my humanity, because I'm just regular and ordinary. I be messing stuff up all the time, but I just keep going. Yes, Bobby Womack was off the chain. Oh, yay! Stacey Quentin got one of the love packages. I can't wait till we send those out. Nelly says somebody suggested that she twerked in a bikini for Barbie to raise funds. I'm down for that. We are accepting that. We have people who are talking about doing a car wash. They're gonna do car wash to raise funds. One little girl told me she's gonna build a lemonade stand. You know what I'm saying? We got time. We got time. Jeff donated, and not just money. He donated by being there too. You know, Stacy, thank you. So many of y'all donated. I love y'all. And don't worry, we still scratching the surface. If you haven't donated, don't be afeared. There's still gonna be time. No way. I have to show you this. This video, y'all tell me what you think of it first. I don't want to say that. I'm just gonna play it. Here we go. But I can buy you a new baby. If I made you laugh, make you know they shall like it. I don't want nobody to keep my matter gay. Like for this life I day, I want to be celebrated. Don't wanna waste my days. I want to spend them on enjoyment. It's been too long. How do they do stuff like that? That is such a mystery to me, and that's not AI. That's not artificial. That's just how they can take a face and put it on anybody and make it natural. I don't even know what the term is for that, but I like it. And this is the last thing I'm gonna bug y'all with before I get out of here. You guys see this? These 3 kids, I keep on following them. They keep on doing beautiful music, but more than the music is how much fun they're having. Check this out.
I waited till I saw the sun. I don't know why I didn't come. I left you by the house of fun. Don't know why I didn't come. I don't know why I didn't come. My heart is drenched in wine. Always you'll be on my mind forever. Out across the endless sea, I would die next to see.
I don't know what happened toward the end of it. Hey, Rev, you still with me, huh?
Man, I'm hanging right in there with you, man.
I don't know what happened.
I'm with you all. Hey, I do. I'm trying to get that Cash App. I don't know. Could you? I want to send a donation.
Thank you. Well, what you do is just go to Cash App. Do you have Cash App?
Yeah.
Also, all you do is put in, when it says who you send it to, you put in $, the Raylock Group. RAYLOC. I'm gonna show it to you right now too.
Yeah.
The Raylock Group. $, the Raylock Group.
Okay, Ray. Okay, is that Ray? RAYLOC Group.
RAYLOC Group. That's Colyar backwards.
Okay, got it. And this is going to help the feeding the on the beach.
This is for a special. We're doing a special on Venice Beach called the King of Venice Beach. Well, I'm gonna do a 1-hour concert because I spent 9 years out there doing comedy every Saturday and Sunday for I would do 5 1-hour shows every Saturday and Sunday for 9 years, from 1986 to 95. So it would sort of be like a crying shame if I didn't really put this in a capsule, if I didn't really shoot this concert, because I wouldn't have the record of the legacy, So we're shooting it. Plus, I love Venice Beach. Homeless people is my thing. Trying to help homeless people is my thing. I do it all over the country wherever I go. And this gives us an opportunity to get back to the St. Joseph Center, which is a big center on Venice that helps a lot of homeless. Plus, we'll be able to give 1,900 bags away to homeless people. And just the connection of it, putting their names in a credit in red ink. So when that rolls by, people from all over the world will see this homeless shelter that we're talking about and hopefully send money from all over the world. They may get figures over there from people who see it and know they're doing good work. And if they don't just feed you, they don't just let you sleep overnight. They feed you. They have health facilities. They help get you clothing. They have a mental health facility for you as well. They really reach out and help people who are stuck. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, we don't know. We could be stuck. You never know. Most of us are just 2 paychecks away from being homeless. I damn self.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
That's true. We want to get back, but I don't want to trick nobody into thinking I'm just doing this to get back. I'm not. I'm doing this to do my concert on Venice Beach, which I need to do, which I want to do, which my heart cries out for. So I have to do this. But in doing it, I want to always be giving. And everything we do, I want to always be giving. Rev, I want to eat a gourmet meal totally. If I'm sitting somewhere having a gourmet meal, as soon as I sit it down, I get a to-go box. And I split that in half.
Okay.
The to-go box and make it look nice, because I hate it when people throw a bunch of garbage and stuff together and hand it to somebody homeless because they feel you so desperate you'll take whatever. I think optics are everything. So I want it to look good when I hand it to them. I want it to be good. So that way, first of all, I keep my little figure because I'm not eating the whole meal. I'm eating half. And then secondly, I'm half to a brother. And every time you heal somebody or a sister, every time you heal somebody, you're healing you. Every time you're helping you.
Real.
Give anything to anybody without giving it to yourself, And so that's what it's about. So there's a couple of ways. You could do that, or you can go to Indiegogo, which is online, INDIEGOGO,
INDIO.
DIE.
DIE.
And then the word go-go, G-O-G-O.
G-O-G-O. Okay.
And Rev, you really should do that because it'll give you a clear explanation. If you go to Indiegogo and put in my name, Michael Colyar,
okay,
it'll pop up, and when it pops up, it'll be a video. You just touch that video, it's gonna tell you the whole story. And then after the story,
well, I listened to you. I listened to your story, man, and I've been blessed by it, man. I was stationed out there because I'm a retired Marine, and I was stationed out in. Well, I was in San Diego.
Right?
Yeah. So when you were
San
telling,
Diego guys used to always come down to Venice.
Yeah.
Came to Venice, So I appreciate you. I appreciate the love that you stayed and that you hung out with us. And thank you for the prayer. And God bless you.
All right.
Your lovely wife. Now, at this point in the show, I usually hit this music, which means we about to get out of here.
All right.
Thank you, King. God bless you, Sir Frank. Hey. I don't always know what I'm trying to do, but I do it anyway, and I share it with you. And I come in here and I do my thing, because it ain't nothing but a chicken wing with Cletus and the girls who laugh. We might even take a photograph, but we're going to have fun. We're going to do it here. Because we want you to leave with joy and cheer. It's the Michael Colyar Morning Show. This is where we come when we want to go, or we really want to be in the know. Or sometimes you just got to go, but just come every morning and have some fun. Laugh at a joke. Have some fun. That's the only thing I can think of that rhyme with fun. So I just said fun, you son of a gun. It's the Michael Colyar Morning Show, and I'm about to go. Gonna call my baby. She's coming today, and we're gonna get a chance to adult play. What? Don't try me. Hey, it's enough money, and you can fly me to your house, and I'll perform for free if you just give me $10,000 for the expenses. I'm playing. Anyway, I'm your boy, Michael Colyar. It's been a wonderful time. Thank you, everybody who came on the show. Crystal P was funny always. Tammy Lewis, y'all need to go check her out, man. It's the Nurse Boss Summit. That's this weekend. Okay, she gave the information. It's Greenburgh, North Carolina. That's all I remember. It's up to you to write that stuff down or rewind, but this ain't going nowhere. Thank Big V, the rapper, is coming back. He was with the Nappy Roots. The wonderful prayer from the Reverend Dr. Frank K. Smith. A big old hug to his lovely wife. And of course, Dr. Lakeisha Legree every Wednesday. She will be here for Wellness Wednesday. Tomorrow we got a great show, and I'm going to give something away. I don't even know what it is, but its value will be at least $100. Tell your mama, tell Cooke too, that we'll be back because our heart is true. It's the Michael Colyar Morning Show, and I got them bars, and I didn't know that I flow like this when I'm feeling great. But I feel great all the time, so you just can't wait. It's the Michael Colyar Morning Show. Now go. Okay, I'm hit that button. They got the button over here, and once you hit the broadcast, it's over. I can sit and talk all I want.